Manchester United, one of the richest football clubs on the planet, is living through what may be the deepest crisis in its Premier League history. On paper, the numbers still dazzle. In the 2023-24 season, the club generated nearly $750 million in revenue, ranking fourth globally according to Deloitte. But on the pitch, the fall has been brutal. The 2024-25 campaign saw United crash to a shocking 15th place finish, their lowest since 1989. This wasn't a blip. It was the latest chapter in a downward spiral. 6th, 3rd, 8th, and now 15th in the last 4 seasons. The goal difference tells its own story too, from plus 15 down to 0, then minus 1, and eventually all the way to minus 10. The decline has been steep, sustained, and sobering. At the heart of this downfall is a glaring lack of long-term strategy. The revolving door of managers and sporting directors, combined with chaotic transfer policies, left United without a spine, both literally and metaphorically. Even when Erik Ten Hag steered the team to a third-place finish and a League Cup triumph, it proved fleeting. Just 1 season later, the squad was in ruins. Now his successor, Ruben Amorim, finds himself trying to untangle the mess that was handed to him. While clubs like Arsenal, Liverpool, and Tottenham have surged forward with clear footballing identities, United have been stuck, torn between the glory of their past and a present that lacks vision. Big money signings have flopped. The squad has been unbalanced, directionless, and constantly in flux. But then came a seismic shift. In early 2024, Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the INEOS group officially took control of football operations. With them came a new blueprint, one that broke sharply from the past. Gone was the old habit of splashing cash on aging stars like Casemiro, 30, and Raphael Varane, 28. In its place, a laser focus on youth, potential, and long-term value. Ratcliffe didn't mince words. He publicly criticized the club's reckless spending in recent years and laid out a bold new philosophy. No more signings over the age of 25, prioritize emerging talents, and stay clear of big names whose value lies more in headlines than in footballing impact. That philosophy was put into action swiftly in the summer of 2024. United went all in on youth, bringing in the likes of Lenny Yoro, Patrick Dorgu, Aiden Heaven, Sekou Kone, and Joshua Zirkzee. Even the marquee additions, Matthijs de Ligt and Manuel Ugarte, were just 24 and 25 respectively. As a result, the average age of United's first team squad for 2024-25 dropped to just 22.6 years, a clear, calculated move. It's a sign that United are finally aligning with the broader trends across Europe and the Premier League, where clubs are increasingly built around under-23 talents. Once a club overly reliant on fading superstars, United now appear to be rewriting their recruitment DNA, building towards a future that's not just ambitious, but sustainable. One of the biggest challenges Manchester United now faces isn't just about building a new future, it's about offloading the past. The club is stuck with a bloated squad full of underperforming, high-earning players. They're earning Premier League wages, but delivering championship-level impact, and unsurprisingly, there are few takers. Take Casemiro, for example. The Brazilian midfielder still pockets a staggering $300,000 per week, yet his performances have sharply declined. And while United would love to move him on, Casemiro wants to stay in Europe to boost his chances of playing in the next World Cup, making a sale difficult. Then there's the pair of Antony and Jadon Sancho on $200,000 and $250,000 per week, respectively. Both were once marquee signings. Now, neither is living up to their billing. Antony's market is virtually non-existent, and Sancho's brief loan spell at Chelsea did little to reignite interest. Tyrell Malaysia. He's been out injured for nearly 16 months. Few clubs are willing to gamble on him. Even Alejandro Garnacho, one of United's brightest sparks, has shown inconsistency and doesn't quite fit into Amorim's new tactical setup. That's made teams like Chelsea and Aston Villa hesitant. And then comes the most painful example, Marcus Rashford. Once seen as the face of the club, the local hero, Rashford is now being shipped out on a free loan. with a buy option of just $30 million. That's less than half of what he was worth at his peak. It's no surprise, then, that United have only managed to generate around $1 million in sales this summer, a shockingly low figure, especially when set against the $130 million already spent on incoming transfers. The financial imbalance is clear. With profit and sustainability rules, PSR, looming large, United are under pressure to slash their wage bill and cut losses. They're now exploring every avenue, from pushing players towards Saudi Arabia to subsidizing wages in loan deals or simply accepting cut price exits in order to reinvest wisely. But there's something else catching everyone's attention: the eerie silence coming out of Old Trafford this transfer window. While rivals like Chelsea, Arsenal, and Liverpool are making headlines with bold moves and big signings, United have kept a low profile. Is this a masterclass in financial discipline, or is it a sign of indecision and disarray? On the one hand, it could be a calculated approach. Manager Ruben Amorim and the board seem determined to restructure the squad piece by piece, with patience, not panic. The installment-based deals for players like Brian Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha suggest that United are spending with caution, refusing to overpay in an inflated market. The focus has clearly shifted to trimming the fat, getting rid of players who no longer fit the vision before splashing out on replacements. It's a strategy that keeps United out of unnecessary bidding wars. And sometimes the smartest deals happen at the end of the window, when desperation sets in and prices drop. But there are risks. Wait too long and you miss your top targets. Let the silence drag on, and it breeds doubt, not just in the fan base, but inside the dressing room. Star players might start to question the club's ambition, and when belief begins to fade, departures often follow. The delay in signing a new striker at Manchester United isn't just about money. It's the symptom of a deeper tug-of-war, a strategic clash between two competing philosophies: the long-term vision of recruitment chief Christopher Vivell and the immediate needs of manager Ruben Amorim. Vivell is a known admirer of Benjamin Šeško, the Slovenian striker seen as a long-term gem. For Vivell, Šeško represents more than just a player. He's a cornerstone of INEOS's sustainable rebuild, a talent who could grow with the club and embody the future. But Amorim sees things differently. For him, the priority is now. He believes Ollie Watkins is the ideal fit for his 3-4-2-1 system. Watkins presses relentlessly, keeps the ball tidy under pressure, and is already proven at the highest level. Everything Amorim needs in a season where results will be demanded from day one. So this isn't just about choosing between two strikers. It's a litmus test for how aligned Manchester United really are at the top. Do they double down on their long-term plan by backing Vivell and chasing Šeško? Or do they back Amorim's tactical urgency and bring in Watkins, the ready-made solution? Somewhere in between lies the answer. Because for United to finally achieve lasting stability, they must learn to balance vision with execution, strategy with tactics. Fail to do so, and they risk falling back into the same vicious cycle that's plagued them for over a decade: misaligned leadership, confused recruitment, and failure on the pitch. Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Amorim have brought a fresh sense of hope, a feeling that maybe the club is finally turning a corner. But hope alone won't fix what's broken. The challenges of offloading players, reinvesting wisely, and building a unified football structure still loom large. And with time ticking away, the danger is clear. If United don't act decisively, if the right hands don't steer this ship in sync, even the brightest new signings won't be enough to rescue a project still trapped in the shadow of its own ambition.